Gluten, the subject that we all are somewhat concerned with. People are trying to become gluten-free, sensitive to gluten, because they see what it's doing to their health. And there's a reason for that. First of all, in the 1950s and 1960s, the wheat that we were using that was not genetically modified came to us in a form that was complete. It had all of its surrounding. It had all of the fiber and the contents in it, and we processed it differently. But they did learn how to mill it and to isolate some of these things and then give you highly processed flour, which was really pretty, but it was also really poor for your health. We haven't come to grips with that until just right now, when over the last 40 or 50 years, we have been eating these products and suddenly coming up with the diseases that we have. We have to have a villain, and the villain is wheat. I want you to understand that there are elements in wheat when you buy the right kind, and you understand what you're getting and how you get it, that they are filled with some of the most incredible nutrients that the body really needs. Good protein, good carbohydrates, good fiber for the digestive tract, if it's processed correctly. If it's not, you could have some very serious issues. But so many people that I know want to blame it on the aging process. And if that's the case, then perhaps we ought to look at aging as one of the diseases that we should deal with. In the West, we deal with the diseases themselves and put very little effort, I find anyway, in dealing with the aging process and saying, well, gosh, if that's part of the disease, then maybe if we could deal with aging through correct diet, understanding what we need to put in our body, then we could in fact enhance our lifestyle. That's a project that I want to take on with you and do a systematic approach to life in a way where your workouts become involved, your diet, what you're eating. I want you to understand protein and carbohydrates, and I really want you to understand this very interesting thing that we know to be true that produces the most energy is fat, good fats. So we're going to take this thing called gluten on head first. Let's get in the middle of it and find out the good and the bad and how sensitive and how you should look for the products that you're going to ultimately use to make your day. Thank you again. We'll put this thing online. We will make this an interesting time for you and one that makes sense.